Oh, okay, and Jai's gonna take it away. Thanks, Jai.
Thank you. Okay. I don't feel like a teen because I don't know how to use Zoom. Hi everyone. Aloha nui kako. Sorry, my voice is a little shot. I played water polo this afternoon. Yeah, I know. Don't look so surprised. And then I went to play volleyball. And I've been with kids all day. So thank you for so much for being here. It's been like a few months since I taught this class. I just pulled this class out of the closet of my Canva archives. I couldn't find it until 7 p.m. tonight. So just bear with me. Um, but it'll be good. Tonight we're gonna talk about Gen Z. For those of you that don't know who Gen Z is or what the generation entails, it refers to the people born between 1996 and 2010. I was born in 2005. Um, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't be creepy. Like, just like, okay. I was born in 2005. They're the second youngest generation between millennials and Generation Alpha. So the current ages in Gen Z, so now it would be 13 and 28 because I made this like a year ago. And it's the first generation never to know the world without internet. And I was thinking about this the other day. And I was like, we talk a lot about like anxiety and depression and like a lot of mental health issues. And um, a lot of that stems from like instant gratification and like dopamine like effects when you like get a notification on your phone. And like so many people, like in the older generations really didn't experience that in their childhood. And I kind of wish I didn't experience it either. I feel like it adds a lot of stress and like the expectation of social media and like replying quickly. Um, it's just like it's a thing for Gen Z. Like if you don't reply quickly, then they don't like you. If you don't reply and you take a long time to reply, like it's just like just text them back. It's not that hard. It's not that deep. But today we're gonna talk a lot about um, the first thing I start with is foundational wellness. These are two great things for any age, really, but when you're living in this world, especially as a young person, I think about all the time, like if I was my grandmother, um, like going back in time. I'm like, why were people so healthy back then? And I was like, probably because they had a lot of nutrients. It wasn't so easy to access fast food. It wasn't so a quick pace world. And there wasn't really nutrition problems in the world. But being that Gen Z people are so young, it's important that we have a good foundation. Like anything else, when you build a house, when you're like a boss, you want to have a good foundation for your programs, for your house, for anything really, and your health is the same. So these are two great products. It's really kind of acts as the same thing. VMG Plus is a little newer. It has a lot of so it's the vitamins and nutrients. And it depends, like if you like to drink things or you like to take pills. I don't like to drink things that taste interesting, and also I don't like to drink things that are usually green. So um, I'm just I just can't get behind the VMG. And it's totally fine, guys. If you like the VMG, that's great. Some people, my mom thinks it tastes like juice. I'm like, you go, girl. But I'm like, it just tastes very interesting to me. I can't do it. But it's really easy. You just take a packet and you get all the nutrients. So if you're a teen and you're in college and you want to just do something quickly, like pour it in your water bottle and go, this would be perfect for you. I'm more of a pill person. I like to swallow pills. So I take LLV. LLV was the best-selling product in doTERRA for a really long time. I don't know if it still is, but I still take it every single day. So very great. Both of these products really good to fill the nutrition gaps because I think it was like one orange 30 years ago. You'd have to eat like 10 oranges today. Um, So there definitely is nutrition gaps in your diet, no matter how much kale you eat, no matter how much lettuce you eat, how much carrots, how much kale juice you drink. Like, no, just no. You still need to fill your nutrition gaps. So this is a really good place to start um, for your health. Oh, right. This is a good part. Um, I didn't realize that so many teens, so many people that are young, just getting into the world, trying to figure out who they are as a person, you don't realize how much things Gen Z and even younger people are going through and how important mental health is. I shared a story when I taught this class a while back, and it was super fresh, super close to my heart. But we had someone at our school, and he was suicidal. And one night I woke up, and there were like um, police outside our door, like ambulance, and I didn't realize that like no matter how fine someone seems on the outside, like no matter how much they're just going through the motions, and like you just see them pass and you think everything's fine, like really there are deeper things going on, especially with mental health and dealing with so much things around the world, and it's just getting worse with like protests and all of these things. So mental health support is really, really important. So these are two of my favorite oils. And when I'm in college, my mental health is not the best in college. Being away from home, dealing with a lot of people not of the same culture. That was a good phrase. I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to. Um, it's not the same. And it's not home. So, my mental health is very important. Mental health is really important for really anyone. So balance, a very grounding blend. So if you like grounding oils, woodsy oils, balance would be really good for you. Calming big emotions, balance is really good for that. Adaptive is a little more uplifting, a little more soothing. This is florals and citruses. So you could do both. You could do just one. I usually just do adaptive, and take it with me, roll it on. I will tell you that my mental health in the first semester was not the greatest. So I would take adaptive with me to class. I would take it with me everywhere. I would just put it in my pocket to go to the store, um, because I felt like it was just really good to have on hand. And it doesn't help when there's like poor weather. The sun goes down at 4. I'm like, this is wild. So really, mental health support is really, really, really crucial, especially in this day and age. So these are two oils that I lean on heavily. You can also combine some like citruses with the adaptive to uplift your mood, put in your diffuser. And then if you want to, we have the adaptive calming blend soft gels. So it's really like adaptive in a capsule, but a little more effective. I used to take this, and also I used to take ashwagandha. So I would take adaptive and ashwagandha supplement. Ashwagandha was really good for me, and then the adaptive on top of it would like soothe me. Um, I can tell you, I don't know how many times I went to my therapist, and he's like, "Hey, have you ever considered going to see a doctor and getting anxiety meds?" I said, "Whoa. You're blowing my mind. That was a crazy idea." I didn't know that was possible, but I was like, just wait, just chill, okay? I'm just gonna take my adaptive and my ashwagandha and I'll be fine. And he's like, okay, do you? I was like, I will do me. Thank you very much. So really good. Both of these things, if you use it together, like adaptive and the adaptive soft gels, great. And then diffuse it, rub it all over you. It's great. Take it to class with you, take it to work. Um, you know, I feel like I've become a new person going to college. Like seriously. Anyways, I realized that my anxiety and my like anxious thoughts and me like being sad, a lot of this is because I was getting poor sleep. Wild. I was like, and I've always been a night owl, since high school, because I've always had so many things to do, but I'm like, maybe I should sleep. So sleep and rest, very, very important. So, these are two very good products for sleep. We have the Serenity oil, so good for your diffuser. I love Serenity because it has vanilla in it. It's just like the best part of Serenity. It's not like lavender, but it's like lavender with a touch of vanilla and something else. So put this in your diffuser, rub it under your feet, and then we have the Serenity stick. This is super good. I would have a bedstand in my room, and then all my friends would come in and they would like rub it on them, and then I was like, "Oh, you're gonna fall asleep in 2 seconds," and they did. They were like, "I'm getting tired." I was like, "It's probably because you rubbed that on. It's 8 o'clock. Like, what are you doing? We just got back from dinner." And they would like take it to the room. I was like, "Okay, you know what? Just have it. It's okay. I don't need it. Just have it." But they love the Serenity Stick and said it really helped them. Um, I don't have the most hardest time sleeping. I can fall asleep very quickly, but I do have trouble going to bed at a certain hour. So I will say Serenity is very helpful for that too, like calming down your body, calming down your mind. I will also say that not doTERRA related at all, but if you want like good sleep, it's important to like really slow down, like an hour or two before bed. Take my advice. Let me know how it works, as I don't take my own advice. I'm a Gen Z person. I need to like scroll to go to sleep. I'm working on it, but I'm not completely there. But I do read things that say that you need to slow down and like not look at your phone for an hour before bed. So, try it out with Serenity and let me know how that goes. Okay, so this was my Okay, so I take supplements in the afternoon and then I take it at night because I don't eat breakfast. So this is my routine as a Gen Z. So I would eat lunch. Well, I would wake up at 10:30. It was like a dream. I would wake up at 10:30 every day and then go to lunch at 11. Um, I'm just enjoying my life as a college student before I have to work at 7:30 every day. So I would take LOV and PB Restore. Very important to take care of your gut from a young age. I'm happy I'm starting to like I've started this like years ago to like build a good foundation of wellness practices. Your gut is like your second brain and it controls a lot of things in your body, like your poor sleep, your acne, your things that are coming out on the outside, a lot of that can contribute to your gut microbiome. So it's very important to take a good probiotic. PB Restore is really good. I take it every day in the afternoon with my LOV. On top of that, I would take turmeric. It's just very easy, especially like with all the toxins around and like the food you eat, especially when you can't cook your own meals. The inflammation is like inevitable. So I use turmeric dual chamber capsules. And then I use Terrazyme. Sometimes, the meals that you eat, you can't help it, but like it's just the food that you have. But we want to help our bodies process that food as best as we can. So Terrazyme can help with that. It's a digestive enzyme complex. Just imagine I have a bowl of pudding and I put the Terrazyme thing in and I stir and then the pudding turned into liquid. Yes. Okay. You guys all got that image in your head. That's really how Terrazyme works. It breaks down all the harsh foods that you're putting in your body. The next thing that I take is Yarrow Palm. I've suffered with acne for a long time. And then I got on a good skincare routine and like a good wellness routine where I would like work out, drink a lot of water. But I think Yarrow Palm really does play a part in it too. I do see like a little changes in my skin sometimes when I don't have Yarrow Palm. So Yarrow Pum capsules. It's the beauty complex, really good for skin. And then I would take frankincense occasionally just because I like frankincense. It's a good oil. And then the capsule that was created was really powerful as well, support your immune system, inflammation. So a lot of those things. So I would just add that in as well. And then my evening routine, I would still take the LOV, the Terrazyme, the turmeric, the Yarrow Pom, but I would take the PBSS Junior or the PBSS Plus, the stick, for extra gut support. And then I would take On Guard soft gels just to support a healthy immune system. A lot of these things do like contribute to your immune system as well, but I would just add On Guard Plus as an extra layer of protection. Um, and then I would just stop for a little while and then go back on it, just so my body wouldn't get too used to it. So just taking breaks from On Guard Plus, and then I would up my dose if I felt like I was coming down with something. So these are some of the daily products that I would use in college, and I still use it here at home. I feel like all of us know that some of the cosmetic products that are out there, not necessarily the best for you, especially the ones sold in just like the store that are very cheap. Um, and I really, since making switches from like 4 years ago, I really can't handle smells like chemical smells, harsh fragrances. So I'm really thankful for all of these products that I use. So I use the shampoo and conditioner. I feel like my hair is pretty healthy, so you could say it works. Yeah, it's growing. So I mean, it works and it's better than Target or Walmart. And then this toothpaste is like my favorite thing ever. I feel like my teeth got whiter. Um, Personally, I don't use On Guard toothpaste anymore. I just like mint. Even my mom does at night, she does On Guard, and in the morning she does mint, but I'm just like a super mint person. So really good for your oral hygiene. So I use that every day, and then I use the body wash as well. And then my adaptive, of course, would be with me all the time. That's one of my daily products. I would use On Guard under my feet, so I would sometimes just use the oil, or I would use the roller as well and then put that in my diffuser. And then when I made the slideshow, I was away from home, so I would diffuse Malama. It was super good. I would also rub it on me. It smelled really good and it just like brought me home. Not that my house smells like this at all, but like, it's named Malama, so I was like, oh, maybe it's just a placebo effect. Okay, so this is also one of my favorite topics besides mental health is reducing your toxic load. This is probably one of the first things that I got into when I first got into doTERRA was some of like the little switches that we made in our household. So some of the things that you can swap in your households are shampoo and conditioner, your body wash, your toothpaste, we talked about that. Your hand soap and your sanitizer. I'm telling you, my hands were so dry. And I was like, wow. Good thing I have this hand soap that has coconut oil in it and that is not super drying. So the hand soap and sanitizers, very important. And when you travel, I was traveling a lot as well, so I would take the sanitizer with me. Your lotions have so much things that shouldn't be on your body. Your skin is the largest organ on your body, so when you put things on your skin, it just goes, and if it's bad, it's just gonna like come out. Um, you might break out, you might get some things on the outside, or you might just be destroying your skin. And your skin is really important. I also want to say, this is very unrelated. Squirrel. But you need to wear sunscreen every day as well. Since we're talking about skin, please wear sunscreen. That's just my plug about sunscreen. It's very important. If you do skincare and you don't use sunscreen, it's like pointless. So even when you go out at night, you need to use sunscreen because the UV lighting, like when you're out at night at an event, yeah, the UV lights, even from like your light above, it like damages your skin. Okay, back to what I was saying. You can also swap out your cleaners, and then super important is that you don't use toxic deodorant. because it's like so close to your lymph nodes and you use it every single day. And that'll just like add up and add up and add up. I feel like so many of us have this mentality and they're like, it's fine, it's just like a little bit. But no, like, can you imagine using toxic deodorant for 35 years? That's like, no. Like, it'll just add up and add up. And then eventually it'll catch up to you. So it's just like abandoning your health. So don't do that. Don't use good deodorant. If you doTERRA sells deodorant, you can use that. It's very good, smells nice. So these are very simple swaps that you can make in your daily routines and reducing your toxic load. So super important. Um, so yes. Okay, that was a lot of information. Any questions? You like my sound effects? Thank you. I feel like I've been working with elementary kids, so I need to be like very animated. Good advice. Thank you. Adaptive is so effective to cut anxiety. Yes, my anxiety was not so good, so I was like totally using adaptive, the oil, the supplement, and ashwagandha. Beautiful combo. I feel like everyone just like there's certain points in your life where you just need to bring adaptive back to you. Bring it back. There are moments that were like very overwhelming. And I did learn that, anxiety and like mental health, it'll go in waves, you know? So it's important to know what your body needs, what your mind needs, and to take care of yourself. Please do that before you take care of anyone else. Okay. Yarrow Palm caps are a great substitute for collagen. Yes. You can also take your VMG with your collagen, the doTERRA collagen. My mom does that. I don't know how she does, but oh right, no questions? What? Lame. Okay, this is my last slide then, and then we're gonna talk about promos. But if you have a Gen Z or you know a Gen Z,
I
if you
have a
work with
question, Jai.
sorry, the time has passed. Questions are no longer accepted. My window has shut. I'm kidding.
Okay, because you talked about Yarrow Palm and the capsules, right?
Yes.
And I like to do Yarrow Palm is a daily for me as well, but I know I'm in the baby boomers group. So it's a little bit of a generational gap here. But
Yes.
but I am helping my niece who is 20, 21, order every month. And she's really concerned about her skin, like a lot. And so I what I like to do with Yarrow Palm, instead of the capsules, is I do the Yarrow Palm on my face. I put the drops on my face and then I put 2 drops under my tongue. Do you think that would work? Like,
I feel like the Yaropom capsules have it's designed more for like ingestion. Um, and I've never tried, actually, I have tried putting Yaropom under my tongue. And okay, if you think I can't handle VMG, can you imagine me putting Yaropom under my tongue? Like, I, but I mean, I guess I like to just take the
Hello.
because I think it's designed for like inside to out beauty.
Hello.
But yes, I don't have much to say about putting it under your tongue. I'm so sorry.
I don't think she'll get the desired results that she wants from just putting the oil underneath her tongue as she will from the capsules. I can't speak to exactly, but there are a lot more ingredients in there. From my understanding, yarrow palm is a great substitute. Almost anyone who doesn't take the collagen because it's marine based and they don't do any kind of fish or whatever, they use the yarrow palm capsules as a supplement, as a replacement. So I'm sure if you looked in the group, there would be like more breakdown of what's in the capsules that would differentiate it from just the oil itself.
Yes. And also turmeric, supporting healthy inflammation levels, because acne is caused by inflammation too. I love skincare questions. Anything else? Don't forget, tell her, don't forget to wear sunscreen, or nothing's gonna matter. The sun is really damaging. Anyways, any other questions before the window closes again? I'm totally kidding. You can just unmute yourself. But if you do have a Gen Z, you're raising a young one. This doesn't even have to pertain to Gen Z. It can pertain to literally any child that you're raising or you're around, or a teenager, or a young adult, or an old adult, a kupuna. Okay, we don't age, just we're not ageist here. But just support each other in an ever-changing world. I want to make it clear that especially when you're like away from your family, there's so many things I learned about my sleep, about my health, about my mental health, about like how to take care of myself, how to do laundry. But I also learned that it's really important to just like find people that you connect with, find people that are there to listen to you. And like, I want all of you to be that someone for someone in your life, but also find that someone for yourself. Me and my coworker were talking about this the other day, but it's just so helpful for you to just like talk to someone. Like when you're in your head about your thoughts and you have this anxiety or you have like things that are just like going on in your head, it's so helpful to just speak to someone because things can just feel so much better when you get it off your chest. So I think it's important that we remember that beyond essential oil world and beyond taking supplements and beyond all of the social media things, the beautiful selfies that we post and the inspirational quotes and all the likes we get on our stories. It's very important that we go back a little to like real human connection. And I've been going back to that a lot, and I'm like, God, this feels so good. Just like to stop texting and to just like call someone on their phone and to like hear a voice and like have a real conversation. Because I fear that some of the children that are being brought up right now just do not know how to have a conversation. Like they're just so used to communicating by phone that they just don't know how to like talk to someone. And that's just so important. And I also will give a plug to therapy. Take your oils to therapy and go to therapy. It's so important. I went to therapy and I still go to therapy. Um, so yeah, support your Gen Z, support your family, support your children, be there for someone and also find someone that can be there for you. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Any questions? The window is back open. I could go on and on about mental health. I just like got into it in college. You know, when you like experience it yourself, then you're like, God, I would never want someone to go through that. All right, no questions? You might be like, why are you so happy? It's because I'm in bed and I'm also in my own house in Maui. Like, that's why I'm so happy. Okay, July promotions. Yeah, obviously I didn't design this. I'm so sorry. I forgot. So it's just like, wow. But 10% off Deep Blue. Listen, I worked out for the first time in like 4 weeks yesterday, and wow, like my like back is sore, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So Deep Blue, I put on some Deep Blue, and I'm like, oh, so good. But also a pro tip, you need to find someone to put on the deep blue for you and then tell them to put the deep blue on the side and use their hands to massage it. Yeah. And then the free product of the month is the deep blue oil. Um, I didn't quite follow instructions that I got before this class. So the products that are still available are the Malava products, the Father's Day Trio, and the Endless Summer. there's no slide for it. I'm so sorry, you guys. It came to my attention a minute before we started because I forgot. Um, but yeah, any questions? I feel like that was all over the place.
No, it was not. Thank you, Jai. It was so nice to have you back and nice to have you sharing with us things that are relevant for your generation, which many of our children are, and also for things that span the the spectrum of age groups, especially with foundational wellness, with mental health. um Kanan said, "Thank you. My teen is listening too." And to just kind of go back to your earlier sentiments, I have been actually sharing that same thought a lot recently, that I would not want my children's childhood. Like, I wouldn't trade my get out of the house, stay outside for 10 hours a day, and only come in for bathroom and meals. And actually, we didn't even get to eat inside. They just like threw the food outside to us. They didn't throw it out, but um, I wouldn't give it up for anything compared to what our kids have to go through today. And I really wish that I could take that aspect away from every child until they hit a certain age. Because yeah, it's rough. Felicia said, "Keep in your pocket with Adaptive Game Changer." I know Ray is a bottle of Copaiba, I think, right, Ray? No. Yeah, Copaiba, yeah. Always in her pocket. No, it's not Copaiba. It is Copaiba, but it's something else. Oh my gosh, you're gonna tell me,
I
and then
do.
I'm gonna.
We always carry Adaptive and Copaiba, but
But you also love Meta Power too. Bernice is like, she carries everything. Okay, but it's also Meta Power. So the importance of sleep. I love that you hacked, Jai, that it's, by not getting enough sleep has been really detrimental for you. So, but it's just so good to see your handsome grown up face.
Oh, it's
And
because I use sunscreen, you guys.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Next week we'll be taking a break, just because the July 4th holiday. We figured we put in one little day off, even though it's this Friday. And but thank you guys for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your connection. Even though this might not be like we are together IRL, like being in this space, I think still counts as connecting, right? Having our cameras off or on, and hearing each other's voices, and just knowing that we are all sharing space together around products that we love. So keep sharing and have a great long weekend. Love you all. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks so much.
Bye, Jai Jai. Love you. Thank
You're
you.
Mahalo, Jai.
welcome.
Good presentation.
Thank you.
thanks, Jai.
You're welcome.